What if I told you that there's one thing that you could do right now that can have immediate beneficial effects on your brain? And what if I told you that the same thing could actually last a long time and protect your brain from conditions like depression, dementia, and Alzheimer's disease? And not just your brain, has tremendous health benefits for our body as well, such as our cardiovascular health. So, will you do it? Will you give it a try? Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today, if you haven't guessed already, we're going to talk about exercise and its effect on our brain and our body. Just one simple thing, that is moving your body, can have tremendous, powerful effects long-term on your health. And that can make you live much longer in a much healthier way. So let's start by talking a bit about the brain. There's two areas of the brain that I'm going to focus on today. One is called the prefrontal cortex, which is the area that lies just behind our forehead. The part of the brain that's just behind our forehead is called the prefrontal cortex. And then the small area, that small structure that is in our temporal lobes, which are on two sides of our brain, and it's called hippocampus. So the prefrontal cortex of your brain is basically critical for decision making, your focus, your attention, as well as your personality, like who you are or how you act or things like that. And the hippocampus is critical for not just forming, but also retaining short-term and long-term memories. So for events and different facts, like it might be for some people, it might be the day or the moment their child was born, or it could be your wedding day, or memories from any important event or time that happened in your life that you still think and say, oh my God, how crazy is that our brain has the power to keep and retain these memories from such a long time ago. So I'm going to focus on these two areas today because these are the two biggest areas in the brain that are the first to get affected by neurodegenerative diseases, such as dementia and Alzheimer's disease. And also, these are the areas that are most affected by age-related cognitive decline. So the immediate effects of exercise on our body are tremendous, and we all feel it. Like, for example, when we go out for a walk or jog or do an exercise class at the gym, or even like lifting, which involves either strength training or not, playing any kind of sports, immediately after, you never regret doing that. You feel better, you feel more energized, you feel happier. So studies have shown that exercise actually does all those things for you. It basically increases the release of neurotransmitters in your body like dopamine, serotonin, etc. that are basically mood boosting, mood enhancing neurotransmitters. And that's why you feel good and happier. And your memory is better at that time. You're able to focus better at your work. And in general, you just feel more energetic. You're able to sleep better. There's so many benefits that you feel right after. But the question that I have is that how does these effects, or do these effects, they last long term? What are the long-term benefits of moving our bodies every single day can have on our brain as well as on the rest of our systems in our body? So I'm going to start by talking about the long-term effects of exercise on our brain. So the long-lasting effects of exercise on our brain are tremendous. It affects the brain's anatomy, physiology, as well as its function. So for the hippocampus, there's an increase in the production of brain cells. So that increases the volume of the hippocampus. And not just that, it also helps in retention of long-term memories, much longer. And the other thing is that its effects on prefrontal cortex is that it increases our attention span as well as our focus. So it makes us do the things we love for a much longer time. And it not only just boosts up our mood and makes us happier right away, exercise is known to have long-term effects on our mood by increasing a neurotransmitter production for a long time as well. And the biggest effect that I think long-term exercise has is a protective effect on our brain, that it protects our brain from neurodegenerative decline. So I'm not saying that if you're exercising that it could protect, it will prevent dementia and Alzheimer's to happen. But what it will do is that it will delay, and so because of the brain volume and increase in the brain, the brain cells, these conditions will affect it much more slowly, and it will take much longer for these diseases to affect us and degenerate our brain. And it's the same goes for age-related cognitive decline. So we can actually protect our brain through exercise for a long time and prevent or slow down the age-related cognitive decline. And this is so simple. It's basically just by moving our bodies. So that is amazing. Let's talk about the effect of exercise on the other systems of our body. And I'm starting with the cardiovascular system, like our heart, blood, and other things around it. So, research has shown that doing regular exercise decreases the rate of cardiovascular mortality. This is huge. It also helps in a reduction of development of cardiovascular diseases like heart attack, coronary artery disease, cardiac arrest, etc. It also helps in maintaining a good lipid profile, so your cholesterol stays in check, and also your blood pressure keeps check to it, gives you a lower blood pressure when you exercise regularly. And it also, now talking about lungs, has tremendous therapeutic effects on our lungs as well. Because when we are exercising, our heart and our lungs are moving extra to provide oxygen because there's an increased oxygen demand by our muscles. So not only are our muscles getting stronger, but our heart and our lungs and everybody is getting stronger. Regular exercise is a key to a healthy liver. It increases our energy levels and reduces our risk of obesity. And both of these are risk factors for liver diseases. Actually, exercise is considered to be a therapeutic strategy for a lot of people who have fatty liver disease. Now, let's get to our muscles, which are the most obvious changes that you see while you exercise is in your muscle groups and as well as your posture and everything. So, our muscle mass and our muscle strength, it declines as we age. It reaches a peak at 30 to 35 years of age, and after that, it starts declining. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, that has already happened. So what can I do to increase my muscle mass and strength? And the answer is very simple, is that introducing exercise which involves resistant bands and like strength training basically in my daily lifestyle, which means that using free weights, using resistant bands, using our own body weight for certain exercises, and that can actually help in increasing my muscle mass and my muscle strength. So it can help me keep walking for a long period of time. And not just that, it also helps in preventing the risk of falls that happens naturally as we age as well, which is very unfortunate. And now, as long as our bones are concerned, it increases our bone density mass. It makes our bones denser, more stronger, reduces the risk of injuries and fractures. And basically, for our overall health, what is the most efficient thing that you can do right now is then just to move your body. So now let's talk about what kind of exercises are out there and how can we move our bodies? How can we make this habit of moving ourselves every single day a part of our lifestyle? And this is the key. This is the key to having a long, healthy life. This is the key to age in the healthiest possible way. So I'm going to start with four big groups. So first we'll talk a bit about aerobics, then we'll talk a bit about the strength training exercises, a little bit about yoga, Pilates, stretching your body, and a little bit about sports. So there are many exercises that are part of the aerobic group of exercises. Like walking, jogging, swimming, dance exercises like dance classes, boxing, kickboxing, like any kind of those activities that pump up your heart rate and make you feel really good after. And so my favorite in all of this is walking, because I think walking is something that each one of us can do at any time. We can get out of our house and walk 15 minutes around the block any time of the day if we want to. So it is the easiest way to get out, move your body, get your heart pumping, and get all these benefits that I just described and live an amazing, healthy life. So I want all of you to go outside or make a plan right after this video of when you're gonna go and when are you gonna start walking. We could start by just doing 15-20 minutes a day, maybe 3 times a week, and slowly build it up to 30 minutes a day, 3 to 4 times a week. It could be a slow walk where you can sit and rest if it's your first time, or if you're starting after a long time, a long period of where you didn't move your body that much. And it slowly built it up to a brisk walk. And the benefits are just amazing. Like, you have a better mood, you get fresh air if you're not walking outside. Even if you have a treadmill, you can do that. You can have a better cardiovascular health, all the other health benefits that I described. You will feel better, your mood is better, you're a happier person to be around in general. And even better is to walk with a buddy. Like, find somebody who is willing to walk with you, and you guys can chat, and or join a walking group if in your neighborhood, if there's any. If it's really cold in the place you live, a lot of people walk in the malls, and they go to the mall and they walk. And I've seen that. I've seen a lot of older people in the malls because I live in Canada, where it's really cold and it's snow. A lot of people can walk outside in the snow. So there's these walking group in the mall, and they hang out after and have coffee. So it's so nice to see that. The other activities that include are in aerobic group of exercises are running, swimming. If you're a jogger or a runner, that's amazing. That's a great thing. Keep it up. Swimming, people who swim, it's just an amazing workout, full body. If you are close to somewhere, you can have access to a swimming pool. That's amazing. If you have never swam before, maybe this is your chance to go out and try and take a class and learn something new. Going to be talking all about learning new things in another video and its impact on our brain. And then dance class, Zumba, kickboxing. If you live near a gym, a member of a gym, go try out one of these classes, and they're all great. So just move your body in any way you want to, but just do it. The other group I really want to focus on is strength training. For me, was something very new. I grew up thinking that, oh my God, I just have to do cardio. Cardio is the way to go. You lose weight with cardio, you get your heart, which I think is great. I think cardio is amazing. But strength training was something that 5 or 6 years ago, a friend of mine introduced it to me, and I have never looked back. I think it's amazing. It helps build your muscle mass. It makes you stronger. It makes your posture better. It gives you this muscular strength that I personally never had before that. And it makes you less prone to getting injured as well. And it could be just something very simple. You could start doing, if you don't have free weights or access to free weights, you could use your 2 water bottles, like 2 bottles of water. It could be like a light weight for you. Do some like bicep push-ups. I'm going to link a few at-home easy strength training videos that if you want to click on and start doing it at your own home, that would be great. Like something to introduce, I would think so. And it doesn't matter if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. It does not matter what age you're at. You can start at any age. And this is the most important thing that was not there before. People just thought that, oh, when we turn a certain age, who cares? We're just gonna give up. But that's not true. Strength training, exercise has its benefit even if you're starting at any age level. So yes, strength training, amazing health benefits. It could be using free weights, resistance bands, you're using your own body weight, doing push-ups, pull-ups, and those kind of things as well. So that's one amazing way to move your body. Yoga, Pilates, stretch, all of them have great benefits. They increase your strength, mobility, flexibility of your body, your balance. All of these are great for preventing injuries, especially when we're aging. Like all the athletes, the big athletes, they incorporate yoga in their everyday exercise routine because of its effects, like because it reduces your risk of getting injuries. A lot of people who have arthritis, like research has shown that yoga helps in making their pain of arthritis less, so they need less medication, which is like amazing. And it's just like you could start with 15 minutes a day with a little stretch and then maybe go. I'm not saying that right now that if you haven't done any of the things, just go start lifting heavy weights, start doing yoga moves that you've never done before and injure yourself, because you don't want that. That's the last thing you want. I want to start you to start taking small baby steps if you haven't done. And if you're already doing, that is great. Keep doing it, keep putting in the work, and you will see the benefits right now and in much later in your life as well. And then the last thing I want to talk about is I was never a part of any sports team, so I'd never played sports like properly, but we always played outside our house with a bunch of friends, like cricket, like soccer, badminton, and all these kind of things. When I came here, I met a lot of people who played sports growing up, and I made sure that my kids are involved in at least 1 or 2 sports growing up as well, just because it gives you this sense of community, this an extra boost to get out of the house and go play with your team and be a part of the team. It provides this I don't know how to say it, like this community feeling, this feeling that you're part of something big. And no matter if you win or lose, like that doesn't matter. You're getting out, you're moving your body, you're interacting with people, and it's never too late to start a sport. People have started playing many different sports at different age levels. I myself recently started learning how to play tennis and squash, and I'm loving it. I'm just learning to be uncomfortable, being comfortable to be uncomfortable. I don't know how you say that, but something like it's new to me. I'm not good at it. I do really bad at all of those things, but it's fun. And it's something new that I'm learning. So I would really encourage all of you to, if you have a soccer field near your house, get your buddies together, or if try golfing, anything that you're interested in. All of the sports are great. Just a quick fact at the end is that I was reading the benefits of sports, and it came to me that racket sports, especially tennis, studies have shown that it makes you live at least 10 years longer. And there's multiple reasons involved in that. Also many, not just racket sports. Racket sport has shown the most benefits, but like soccer, biking with friends, golf, other sports are part of that study as well. And it was published recently actually, and it was done by National Institute of Aging. And a similar study was done, published around 5 years ago in British Journal of Sports Medicine, and they got the same results. And they were saying that what's the reason? Why is it that? So one of the things was that yes, you have to play with somebody, you have to have somebody there to talk to. So there's this factor of social interaction, but not just that. There's quick burst of movement. You have to keep your mind active and thinking constantly of what move to make, and that kind of is part of all the sports if you play any. So yeah, so if you haven't tried a sport and if you have little kids, then maybe it's a great time to put them in a sport that they can maintain and keep doing for a long time, and will have great benefits on their health. Thank you so much for listening to me, for watching this video. I really want to share all this information with you guys. I know all of you probably have heard this before as well, but just the importance of moving your body and being active can have tremendous impact on your journey to a healthier you. And if you like this video and you think it's useful, then please share it with your friends and family, and maybe they can also start moving their body if they're not doing so already. If you would please like to watch more videos that are more content that I'm going to put out, all related to us aging in a healthier way, please click the subscribe button, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video.